Hi everybody, it's July 10th, 2019. I know what you're all thinking. Why the hell does Andrew have a goatee? Well, I ask myself that most mornings too, but you can see I've got some peeling and some hair loss going on over here. And that goes back to what the cause of that was, and I relapsed this year. So I had a tumor develop in my brain, and it led to 2 or 3 brain surgeries to deal with it and add and remove some gadgetry, and quite a bit of radiation. And the radiation is what did this. So it's almost like a sunburn, but it was like a very specific pattern on the side of both my faces, where I super dry skin and peeling, and the hair was getting patchy. So I just chopped it off and figure I'll keep the goatee for now, and it'll go soon too. But anyways, so that was back in March, I think. The last few months have been really quick. Had 3 brain surgeries, one to put some stuff in, one to take some stuff out, one to bore through the mass of leukemia cells that had developed and was blocking my brain from draining properly. A bunch of radiation sessions. Then we decided that it made sense for me to go back on track for an allogeneic stem cell transplant. So I switched back over to SCC, and I've been over there for about a month and a half. That was pretty eventful in that at first everything was fine, and then within the first week I was there, they did a bone marrow biopsy, and I was relapsing in my marrow again. So we had to do something about that. You can't do a stem cell transplant while somebody's not in total remission, because otherwise the leukemia just goes insane. So anyway, I had to do a month-long course of a drug called blinatumomab. It's an immunotherapy. Seems to have worked great. I'm back in remission, and I actually have moved on to transplant. So I'm on day 2 of radiation at UW Medical Center. Excuse me, these hiccups are killing me. So I've done 2 full days of total body irradiation. I've got 1 tomorrow. I gotta tell you, they're surprisingly fun. After day 1, they figured out, thanks to Becky, that I like Robin. And the music every day when I walk in is one of Robin's newer albums just blasting. And they were apparently have made some fans, because they were even joking that they're going to be playing some Robin and Roykstop later this week. Anyway, so it's been pretty fun getting to get up in the morning, throw on my scrubs and head downstairs, and then instead of it just being a thing where I sit in a box and get radiated and terrified, I get to sing along with Robin and laugh, and everybody's asking me questions. I don't know. It's much more fun than it could have been. Anyway, so finish radiation tomorrow, and then Friday, Saturday, the cells will come in, my donor cells. That's actually the least exciting part of this. They literally just infuse cells in me, and I should be unnoticeable. And then after that, it'll be a massive dose of chemo, and we'll see where it goes from there. And I will report back with that stuff later. I'll try and get better at doing these videos a little more often. I'm obviously way out of practice. One other note I wanted to mention. I know I've said this to a few of you. If infection is a huge issue for people who are doing an allogeneic stem cell transplant. So if I ask you to go wash your hands, or say something like, "Hey, I know this sucks, but would you mind going home? You're sneezing and sniffling all over the place." Those are not me trying to be a jerk, or calling you out or anything. It's just it could kill me. 1 in 4 people who do an allogeneic stem cell transplant don't make it to day 100. I'm on day -3 right now, or -2. So my point is, most of and I don't necessarily fit a lot of the profiles of some of those, but most of those people who don't make it to day 100 die because of an infection that got out of control. And most of these infections come from wild things, because the things that we take for granted, a common cold, is nothing to a person with an immune system, but is lethal to somebody in my position here in a couple weeks. So anyway, just keep that in mind. Know that we're going to be a little obsessive about it. It doesn't mean we don't want to see you. It just means there are some extra limits for a while. And on that note, I am going to go take my meds and go go get some sleep because I got a radiation robin party tomorrow to get up for. All right, see you guys.